Listen, I feel a lot of love. Hey, y'all feeling all right today? I can tell, and I love y'all energy. Welcome to the happy place. I'm ready to have a good time with you guys. Listen, I put my agenda together for today. This is the agenda, my agenda. First of all, the first thing that's always at the top of my agenda is for everyone to say hello to Andy. Say hi, Andy. Oh, okay, I like that. I like the hat you're wearing, Andy.
I'm not kidding. This weekend, I went to our website, the Jennifer Hudson website, and I ordered it. I loved it so much.
Oh, my God, I need one. Can I borrow
I asked
that
our people if I could have one. They said, no, you have to order it.
Right. That's right. You better support. Okay. Because I really do. I do like it, and I shop on everybody. But you know what, guys? I always look to find my joy, but sometimes I get tested too now. People like, what makes Jennifer tick? You know what I mean? So I thought I'd share that with y'all off of my agenda today. Is that all right? Okay. You know what gets on my nerves, y'all? Okay. I don't mind talking to you on the phone. But when it's time to say bye, why it take so long? That's the pet peeve of mine. You know, all right now, you know, I ain't gonna hold you. All right, okay. Child, you say bye, okay? You know, I'm gonna let you go. Well, I just got to do this. Okay, I'm good to hear from you. Thank you, okay. Just say bye. Listen, I'm a Virgo, and okay? And us Virgos, we love to be prepared, okay? So I gotta think out every single thing, and I gotta have everything I think I need that I think you may need, so we all have it all at once. And if I don't have it, you best believe the next time around, I'm gonna have enough for you, and you, okay? So I gotta be prepared in every way. Now this one is a number one. Do you feel the room temperature in here? Are some of you hot? You know why? Because I don't like being cold. Oh, my God. To the point, y'all, I went to Mexico a while ago. You know I wore a coat, right? Yes, I did. There it go. Jennifer had on a whole coat in Cabo. Rode the motorcycles, the camel and all. I probably had on 2 coats. Everybody looked so concerned. No, I don't. When I get cold, I can't concentrate. I feel offended. I can't function. I don't understand why people like cold air. And I notice the hotter it is outside, the colder they're gonna have the air inside. So guess what? Jennifer gotta be prepared. Okay, I'm so prepared that I have a purse inside of a purse inside of a purse. You ever heard tell of that? So recently, y'all, I gotta sit down for this one. I had some beautiful sushi. It looked so good. It was about 16 pieces. You know they gave me 1 packet of soy sauce. 1 packet? What am I gonna do with 1 packet of soy sauce? I can't even eat the sushi no more. What am I supposed to do with that? So guess what? Ms. Virgo got a solution. I create in that purse, inside of a purse, what you think I got in there? All the condiments I need for you and me. You know what? You know, to the point I want y'all to see. Can y'all bring it out for me? Yeah. Listen, and I don't care where we go. We gonna have it. This is David. Thank you, David. Did you need some of it, baby? David said he got his own. He don't need none of it. So this is what I travel with, y'all. This was inside of my purse, okay? And if you be like, you got any of this? Hold on, baby, I got it. Hold on, what you need? Because I am a mama, too. And I gotta have what the children need, too, okay? Along with what I need. So my purse is kind of a community purse. Yes. With that being said, okay, see, look, this is the all-purpose seasoning. Me and my kid put this on everything. If you need to, and then you open it up, and my friend Walter, bless his heart, ain't it beautiful? Look how wonderful it look. Y'all want some hot sauce? There you go. And if we need to sing, the best thing you could get a hold to is a honey stick. This your honey stick, okay? Pop that open. This is good for your tea. You may want to put this in your tea, okay? You look like I could cook y'all a whole meal. What we got in here, friend? And Walter don't play. He put everything in all of this. I have dental floss for everyone. I got some socks if you need some socks. You need some socks? Okay? And you know what one of my favorites is? My favorite condiment is mustard. That's another pet peeve. Why would you give me a cheeseburger the size of my face and one mustard? I always tell them, when you think you put enough, put a whole lot more. And then, you know I carry my own mustard around too. But that's in the other purse. Don't worry about that. I'll bring that out later. But you know what? That brings me to this video that I want you to see. It's this guy, Kai, and he made a condiment dance to each condiment. Okay, check it out. Wow, look at it. When I got a good old snack, where my little vitamins at? I think he need one. Kai, you need to come on and see me. Y'all ain't need nothing, did you? Because I'll feed you something. But you know what I have? I have my joyous dance when you get something good to eat. I feel like, pay attention to yourself. When you get that good snack, we be like, ooh, it's so good. Oh my goodness, right? Watch yourself, you gonna see. And I want you to watch this. Ariana DeBose is the guest today. I can't wait for you to see her. And that girl can dance too. I wanna see her happy dance. We'll be right back. My first guest won an Academy Award for her role in West Side Story. Give it up for Ariana DeBose! I'm so happy to have you here.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I love you.
I love you. And I cannot get over, you started out in reality TV just like me.
I did. That's one of my, well, it's wild when I think about that journey, and I'm sure you probably feel similarly. It's like, yeah. I did that show when I was 18. I didn't know nothing about nothing, y'all.
Me neither.
And I wasn't really thinking about all the things that came with that. Mm-hmm. But I learned so much very quickly about the business of the business.
Yes.
And the first thing, or maybe the most important thing that I realized or had to learn was that rejection doesn't have to define you.
Give me 5.
You know? Like,
yes.
It doesn't, and it's so hard, especially when you're 18 and a lot of things are happening to you so quickly, and you don't know which way is up, but if you can learn that reframe, it has changed my life. And it's like, I didn't need to win that show to be a successful person, and neither did you.
We did it, we did all right.
We did okay.
We did all right.
Mama, you have a talk show, honey. You're doing really good.
Thank you. You know what? I sit back and I think, I hopped on that roller coaster and it's been going ever since. And without that, I feel like everything prepares you for the next. You know what I mean? The setbacks, everything. And I always knew if I walk away with my talent, then nothing can stop me. You know what I mean? And I feel the same way about you. You know?
Yeah.
And it paves the way for so many others.
Totally.
Then you turned around and won an Oscar for West Side Story. You outdid yourself at that role. Oh my goodness, what was that like for you? And is that something you ever dreamt of doing?
You know, no.
I understand.
No, I think I always like loved movies growing up. Like, you know, I love music, I love dance. I was a dancer, I still am a dancer, but like that was my focus.
Yes.
And I don't know, I'm an ambitious person and I set like high goals for myself.
Yes.
But I didn't really see that one coming. And then you get to the moment, and like my mom was my date that night.
Oh.
Which was really fun and a
that.
little overwhelming, not just for her, but for me too, because I was like, it's happening, what is going
Before you
on?
know it, you're thrown in the middle.
You're thrown in the middle, and everybody's looking at you, and I remember standing on stage and seeing them standing, like so many people I admire and all of the things, and it hit me like, you have to talk now, and you also need to remember you represent not just yourself, but like all the communities you belong to, and you're representing 60 years of legacy. So whatever you do, just be graceful. And I just became so grateful.
Yes.
Like I was just standing there in gratitude, shaking, sweating.
But that's all a part of the moment.
It's a part of the moment. And it really was something I'll never forget.
Well, you carry it so well.
Thank you.
It's so inspiring. I love watching your journey. You make it fun and sexy and just so joyful. I love that about you. You've hosted the Tony Awards 3 times?
Yes. Oh my gosh, can I tell you something really quick?
What you got?
Okay. So the first time I hosted, yes, I've hosted 3 times. I don't know why I do it every time because it's terrifying to me.
So you get scared?
Absolutely.
You don't look nervous at all.
Oh my God, I cannot even begin to describe. There's every year there's been a moment of sheer panic where I lock myself in my room and I want to vomit. And then I have to reframe it.
Yeah.
It's constant reframing in the entertainment industry. But the first year I hosted, I mean, I never see anyone anyways, but I watched the playback of the opening number, and they cut to you during the applause, and you were looking at the screen while I'm like up there with my hands up like, oh my God, what just happened?
Yes.
And you were just like, she did it.
You did it.
And I will never forget that because you were just looking at me with support.
Yes.
And that's, I feel like the most beautiful gift you can give anyone is just like bearing witness and being of support. And so I've tried to bring that to every place I go as well. Like, thank you for that.
Well, thank you for what you do. I mean, we're both performers.
Yeah.
So as a performer, anytime someone is performing, I'm like, I want to give them that same energy
them
back.
love.
The encouragement, the love, because you put out so much. You know what I mean?
Well, and I don't think, audiences fully ever really get to see how much goes into it. The blood, sweat, and tears. It's not always about the fame. I don't like fame. I don't know about you. And I don't even really think I'm famous.
I don't either.
I don't. I love, not you, you're famous. You're famous.
You know what I always say? Like, I couldn't possibly be this interested. Now, apparently you had a huge celebrity coming to you at the time. So who was it?
Oh, okay. So Angelina Jolie was, I know.
Shy?
She is one of the producers of The Outsiders, which is currently on Broadway, and it's an incredible show. Yes, so I served as a producer on the show. And I said to her, I was like, thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to have you here as a part of our show this season. She was like, no, thank you. You're up there. Then during the show, I'm standing center stage. And a lot of my work that evening happened from center stage, and I was by myself. And I was like, this is, ooh, let me pray. And I looked out, and she's sitting next to Holland Taylor, and she's like, you're doing great.
Oh.
And she was like, I love you. And I was like, I love you. And so for a host to receive support and love is everything.
It's everything.
Yeah.
You are everything. Oh my God. Ariana will be right back after the break. We're back with Ariana DeBose. Yes, we are. Don't forget it, honey.
You should know your knife so well you could cut blind. I think that's actually really good advice for kind of anything. You should just, again, you said you're a Virgo, you like to be prepared. Know whatever you're doing so well, you could do it blind. You'll be fine.
It becomes part of the body.
It does.
Oh my goodness. And this is your first thriller?
It is. Like, I like to think of this film as like kind of a genre bend. It is from Blumhouse and Amazon. But which Blumhouse traditionally is like very horror specific. Horror is normally not the name of my game, if I'm honest. But this story felt like there was so much wrapped into it. It's like there's a few scary moments, but it is very suspenseful and it asks some interesting questions. And I loved playing a character that was ambitious, that is highly skilled, that is trying to do something on her own, and then is confronted with some of the toxic traits that perhaps she has learned along the way, because patriarchy is its own haunted house sometimes. And so for me, the underlayer of what is going on in this movie is entertaining if you like this sort of thing, which I hope you do.
Yes.
But it was like there was more going on for me, and honestly, it was a chance to just act. I don't sing in this movie, and I don't
To
dance
show
either.
those chops, just act. I totally
act.
understand that.
And I was terrified because I was like, can I act?
Yes.
Like, I mean, I think every confident person has a moment where you're like, am I actually good at just the one thing?
But when you challenge yourself, that's when you can see and discover
totally.
those things. That's how we grow. That is for sure. I love picking your brain. Okay, Ariana, I have to ask you, because what is your dream role?
My dream role? Traditionally, I don't really have an answer to that question. But I have like one of those things that I would just love to do, and I don't really care how much money you would offer to pay me to do it.
Okay.
I really want there to be a live action Hercules.
You and me both.
And
You gonna be a muse?
I really want to be.
I want to be a muse.
I want to be the dancing muse, and I want you to be like the lead muse.
I am Calliope. You are. Come on, girl.
Terpsichore.
We are the muses, goddesses of the arts, and proclaimers of heroes. Don't get me started. Oh my goodness, I think that's it.
I mean, honestly, I would cut off my arm to do that with you.
Okay.
I just think it would be so, wow, the chopping, it's a theme for me right now. But, like, I love the music, that score. It's what I listen to when I'm having a bad day, and I know I'm 33 years old, but you can't tell me nothing about the muses in Hercules. Like, look at them, come on. They said 0 to hero.
Just like that. Boom. You roll that camera. I'm ready for my role. Listen,
Let's go.
thank you for being here, Ariana. Will you come back again and see us?
Love to.
Oh, girl, I can't wait. Hopefully we'll see each other in Hercules. Okay. House of Spoils is available globally on Prime Video now. We'll be right back. At only 12 years old, my next guest is the youngest person to be accepted to New York University. From Bronx, New York, please welcome Suborno Bari. Congratulations, first of all. You just started your first semester.
Yep. So,
how is it going?
Yeah, that's absolutely a great question. So my first semester, I've already had the academic side of college for a really long time because I've been taking courses at so many colleges and universities. But really, I'm really excited for the social aspect because, I mean, I'm finally able to meet so many people who are just as excited about math and science as I am, and that was a big rarity in my high school. So, I mean, I'm so excited to actually be able to discuss my dreams and aspirations with other people in a serious way, and not just that, but to have the full college experience. So, yeah.
The full college experience. You're in college? That is amazing. How did you get into math?
Yeah, that's way too complicated of a story to fit into even this entire segment. But the simple version is that my dad works at one of the best high schools in the country. Especially, he teaches math and physics. It's known for its math and physics talent.
That is an amazing photo.
So he used to be doing this kind of like, every single time he was writing on the blackboard, it seemed like these magic symbols were just coming to the blackboard. And even though I found out a while later that this is just 9th and 10th grade physics and mathematics, back then when I was 2 or 3 years old, I thought, how can I become like this Harry Potter that's right inside my home?
At 2 or 3 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, I just asked him, what's driving you to do this? What is all this anyway? What are you doing on the blackboard that's so special? And why do you put so much passion and resources into it? And he introduced me to the world of math and science. He helped me read through all of his textbooks. And eventually, by the time I was 7 years old, I found myself lecturing around the world on the same topics that I just couldn't understand a few years earlier.
That is amazing. A few years earlier. What are your goals with your studies?
Yeah, so I've got a lot of goals as well, but mainly my first goal is to finish my BS in math with a minor in physics by 2026, get a PhD by 2028, and become the world's youngest professor at 17 or 18 in 2029. But more so...
He just said, but more so. He's not done. More so. Okay, more so.
More so. I think there are more important things than being in the Guinness World Record book. No one's going to remember who became the youngest professor the same amount as who ate the most pickles in 1 minute. So I think instead what the more important thing is to leave a mark for others as well, instead of just being selfish and keeping to yourself.
And you got a good heart.
There are so many people, not just people who struggle with math and science, but people who actively don't have the resources to get math and science tutoring. There are so many people out there who would really use free tutoring to the best of their ability, but they just don't get it. There are so many people who could use a good math and science education, but they just don't get it. And that's what I'm hoping to push for when I become older, and not just become a professor, but also hopefully someone big, big name in education and education curriculums.
You already are. You already are a big name. This is amazing. So what advice would you have for other kids your age?
Yeah, so many kids nowadays, and I'm sure some of you are parents in this crowd and probably share this feeling with me. They're just glued to their phones and iPads and whatever the newest distraction is. They just can never stop playing the newest game or watching the newest cartoon or whatever. And of course, getting that dopamine in is of course important every single day. But also, you have to let your mind think. If half of your brain is distracted doing some other doohickey, you're never actually going to let the important thoughts soak. Do you think Einstein was really enjoying his job at the patent office, filling in social security numbers, looking at identifications, comparing names on ID cards? No, he wasn't having fun at all. But that's what helped him come up with one of the greatest theories in math and science to date, the theory of relativity. Do you think he could have ever come up with that if he was playing one of those active games that we have nowadays, or he was watching some cartoon? No.
Besides being a math genius, tell us some other things you like to do.
Oh yeah, so obviously I'm not like young Sheldon. Don't say that young Sheldon, but he's not actually a real person.
And you're funny.
Yeah, but anyway, I've always loved badminton. Every single, 2 years ago actually, I was with my gym teacher and I was bad at every single unit. Like I was underperforming at basketball, maybe I was just a little bit too short. I was terrible at tennis, I was terrible at soccer as well. But for some reason, with badminton, things just seemed to click.
Make sure we have hobbies. I like that. Oh my God, you're just an outstanding young man and you're so inspirational. We want you to have a great first semester. You already sound like you're on the road, but we got a little gift for you as a little surprise to inspire you to keep going the way you keep us going. Oh my God, we wish you luck with your studies. Thank you so much for being here. This is all for you. So you can walk on the campus with your backpack. You see that? You liked it? You like it. You see your hat?
Oh my God.
Uh-oh, he's good and ready for school, guys. You're adorable. We'll be right back. We're proud of you. Our next guest had his world turned upside down after receiving a life-changing diagnosis. Take a look.
My name's Johnny Rodriguez. I'm 35 years old, and I've been the lacrosse coach at Mater Dei High School for the last 10 years. And last October, I was diagnosed with ALS. I grew up playing every sport I possibly could. I got to high school, I was a 3-sport athlete. I went to college, I was a 2-sport athlete, and played professional lacrosse. I've always been a competitor, and I've always taken care of myself physically. And all of a sudden, one of these days at the gym, I start noticing that my reps are going down. It's getting harder to do the same weight it was the week before, and that was kind of the first time in my life I'd felt that. I got 12 MRIs over the course of a 12-month period, and we couldn't find anything. The next day I go to the neurologist, and within 2 to 3 minutes of me being in there, he said, I think you have ALS. I can't confirm it, but you have ALS. I said, no, I don't. I'm super healthy, I'm 33. ALS that's not me. When it was confirmed that I was diagnosed with ALS, it took the life out of me. I had 2 kids. I had a wife that I had just married. The first thing that goes through your head is whatever it is, 2 to 3 year life expectancy. My kid's not even gonna remember me. Am I gonna get to see you graduate from high school, college? Will I be at your wedding? Statistics say no. And finally I'm just like, you know what, I'm driving by a church and I just pulled into it. I sit at the pew and I just cry my eyes out. I prayed for strength, I prayed for hope. And when I walked out of that church, I've never felt stronger in my life. I said, God has given me this for a reason. There's a higher purpose in my life now, and I felt like I could tackle anything. I started Athletes Versus ALS because I wanted to make an impact on the ALS community and help find a cure for this disease. I want Athletes Versus ALS to be the #1 supported cause in high school and collegiate sports. I don't look at the future. We just gotta win the day. We have to win the day one day at a time. If I can look my kid in the eye and be present in that moment, that's what life's all about. I honestly have never lived a happier life than I have since I've been diagnosed. I'm happier and I'm healthier than I've ever been.
From Costa Mesa, California, please welcome Johnny Rodriguez. Come on out.
Powerful.
Wow, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Wow.
Thank you on behalf of the whole ALS community. Thank you.
Yes, it's important to build awareness, you know?
Absolutely.
I recently had a close friend, someone I work with, and I learned of her husband's situation. And I was like, why aren't we talking about this more? You know what I mean? To build awareness and have some support in that way for ALS as well. So
thank you
I'm
for bringing
grateful to
light
have
to
you
it.
here for that reason. How are you feeling? You look incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel great. I'm very blessed to be doing as well as I'm doing today. I've been living with this for 2 years. I've been diagnosed for a year. 6 months ago, I struggled to pick up a water bottle and bring it to my mouth to drink it. I struggled to eat food, like keeping it on the fork. I even struggled to pick up my kid out of the crib. And over the course of the last 6 months, in all of the doctors, I've been regrowing muscle back in my arm, which is unheard of in ALS. And my arm's been strengthening to the point where I can eat with a fork, I can drink a water bottle with my right hand, I can pick my kid up and put him over my shoulders.
What do you attribute that to? Is it prayer? Is it positive energy, mindset?
There's so much. It's faith. Faith is so important.
Yes.
Yeah. When you get diagnosed, I said, Doc, what do I do? That I have kids. I gotta outwork this thing. He said, just try to enjoy the next couple of years of your life.
Wow.
And me being a competitor, I just said, well, that's not gonna work. I gotta find something else. So I was able to find something else.
And that was what was going through your mind when you heard about your diagnosis, when you first heard about it?
Yeah, when I first heard, no. It took a couple weeks to get to that point. When I first heard about it, I was crushed. For 2 weeks, every time I looked at my wife, every time I looked at my boys, I thought about the future. I thought about how much longer I had, and you learn you can't live that way. You gotta be where your feet are. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand that life is so beautiful around us. We get so caught up in chasing the next dollar, the next accomplishment, the next accolade in life that we forget to look around us and broaden the lens and see how beautiful our lives are. Understand.
I love when you say, win the day. Can you explain what that means?
Win the day. That's been my go-to. I think about that all the time. This thing wants to beat me. I want to beat it. So I have to attack it every day. I attack it every day by spending about 4 to 6 hours in treatment every day. I don't take days off because and ALS doesn't take any days off either. It don't care if it's the weekend or not.
That's right.
I respect it to that point because I have to continue to live the balanced life. I have to live a normal life. I have to enjoy the beauty that I have within my own household.
Right.
Our close friends, my sister's getting married this weekend. I want to enjoy that. So.
That is good. Congratulations to your sister. Yeah. Wow. We're grateful to have you here. We'll be right back. We're back with high school lacrosse coach Johnny Rodriguez. Okay, I need to learn. I want us to be more informed on ALS. So can you tell us more about it? Like, is it more common in men, and how common is it?
I'm not a big statistics guy.
Okay.
But I believe it is 20% more common in men.
And with your journey with it, I'm going to imagine it's impacted and affected your family. How is your wife? And I hear she's here in the audience. He said, bring her down. Can we bring her down?
Do you want to say it?
Yes.
Hi. So nice to meet you.
He said, I want to see my wife. These are the moments that are important, and as she should be. And what's your name?
Christina.
Christina. How has this journey been for you?
Oh, it's been a wild journey. Emotional roller coaster at times, but I think once we kind of settled with the fact that it is what it is, and we've just got to be positive and embrace, what moments we have together. It's been, he's such an inspiration. I'm inspired by him every day.
Yes.
And how dedicated he is to fighting this disease. So I just try to be the best support system for him.
And you've inspired so many others, and you want to serve others. Can you tell us how you do that?
Sure. Yeah. Well, wearing the shirt. Let's get a zoom in on that.
There's a shirt.
I woke up one morning after about a year or two of having this disease, living with it, kind of understanding what the community is all about, and wondered what the challenges are that we face with finding a cure for this. I was ready to come up with my foundation and founded my foundation, Athletes Versus ALS.
Wow.
The goal of the foundation is, as a coach, we're always looking to serve the kids we coach at a greater magnitude, right? Mm-hmm. So we want to show them that it's so much bigger than lacrosse. Life is so much bigger than just school, your friends, and lacrosse. There's things that happen, and one of the things that we want to do is support a cause, whether it's pediatric cancer or ALS. We want to create awareness for those diseases for the kids and also be able to raise money through the sport. So if there's any coaches out there that are looking for a cause to support Athletes versus ALS, check us out on our website. We'd love to set you guys up with a fundraising game and awareness game.
I love how dedicated, focused, and determined that you are. You still coach with the lacrosse teams?
Yeah, that's what, they're a huge light in my life.
What do they mean? They're a huge light to your life.
Huge. When I get to get out there, when I get to be with them, they're always so whether it's 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 p.m. at night, there's always so much light in their eyes. They're so excited. Just watching them face challenges and the adversity that they face and they get through it is inspiring to me. So being able to be with them means the world. When I got diagnosed, I had to step down from being a head coach, but I knew I couldn't remove myself from the program. So I continued. I wanted to stay around that.
We love that, and I'm sure they love you. And I want you to stay standing up because they would love to be here, and they are here. They want to come out and see you. Yes, they do. Make you feel?
Oh, this is incredible. I can't believe they got out of school for this.
Well, you're worth it. And y'all love him, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. One of you guys tell me what coach means to you, to you guys?
He means a whole lot to us. He's the kind of guy he shows up every day, just extreme optimism, always positive, shows how much he cares and loves about you, and just really, honestly, just shows it every day, how much he really cares and, takes priority in us.
It shows, and as I can see it in the boys, you could feel the team spirit and the energy and the love that they have for you. So you keep doing what you're doing and shining the way you shine, okay? Go to our website to find out how you can support the fight against ALS and to follow Johnny's journey. Check out his socials. We'll be right back.